Hi, I'm John Dingwall. I'm here with Geoff Ellis, who has pulled together TRNSMT for another year, 2024. He's got some great acts lined up. Geoff, how are you feeling about this weekend?
Excited for sure, yeah, definitely excited. Can't wait to get the gates open and get everybody in for Friday. We've got a handful of tickets left for Friday. Expect those to sell out fairly soon. It's been our fastest selling TRNSMT ever. You know, Saturday and Sunday completely sold out, and all the weekend tickets gone as well. So yeah, you know, really pleased with the lineup. So, but the magic happens once the gates open and the fans come in. You know, Calvin Harris, first time he's played. Jerry Cinnamon, huge. You know, and a couple of years ago, all three, you know, did sell out shows at Hampden. So, you know, and there's a big lineup behind him with Garbage and Cortinas, Chase and Status, you know, everybody else as well. So.
And are there any kind of festival moments that you think we should watch out for that are likely to happen?
I think last dinner party on the King Tut stage, the penultimate to example on the Friday, I think that'll be a real moment, because I think they'll have a huge audience, possibly record attendance at that stage, because their rise has been meteoric. I think Dylan John Thomas will have a real moment as well, as will the Snuts. You know, local acts who have a big live following up here. I think Sugar Babes will be a real favourite for a lot of people as well. We've got Lauren Spencer Smith on before, who's a big act. She's quite low down the bill, but that's, you know, we'd already got Sugar Babes confirmed, so she was happy to go below Sugar Babes and being a legendary act. But I think, you know, Sugar Babes seem to have connected now with a lot of younger fans as well, not just, you know, people our age perhaps, John.
Yeah, because they had the Glastonbury moment, didn't they?
Absolutely, and I think there's so many great pop hits there. Then on a Saturday, you know, Rick Astley as well, who, you know, a lot of people went, oh, that's a strange one for TRNSMT. But when, you know, I saw him hanging out with Dave Grohl at the Taylor Hawkins tribute at Wembley last year, and they look like best of mates. So bands really love Rick Astley, you know, whether it's, you know, Foo Fighters or, you know, whether it's pop fans. So that'll be another moment.
In order to ensure that this festival goes ahead safely and without any incident, what advice would you give to people coming along to TRNSMT this weekend?
Well, I think the main thing is, you know, look at the app or look at the website and see what prohibited items are. Obviously, don't be silly and bring anything that's illegal. You know, flares, drugs. You know, don't bring disposable flares. You know, vapes. Sorry. But most of all, you know, come prepared. Bring some sun cream, you know, particularly if you've got a hairstyle like mine. But I think bringing sun cream is important, because the weather forecast, it feels like summer. Whilst it doesn't look like it today, but these clouds are only passing through, so it feels like weather that the summer weather had arrived yesterday, and we're expecting it for the weekend too. But most of all, bring a good attitude, because, you know, TRNSMT is all about inclusivity. It's about making everybody feel welcome. You know, whatever your gender, you know, preferences, whatever your race, your religion, whatever. You know, we're inclusive to everybody, and we want everybody to come with an open mind and an attitude, and have a positive attitude, and have a great time when they're here. We have kept the price of beer the same as it has been for the last 3 years, despite increases in duty and increased costs. So that's a positive. People can bring in soft water bottles, you know, not the hard ones, but they can bring in a soft empty water bottle that they can fill up at our free standpipes, and we would encourage people to keep hydrated across the weekend.
And obviously, if anyone's thinking of bringing drugs, are there steps being taken to stop that getting on site?
As always, you know, we'll have a police presence at the gates. There's a drug detection dogs at the gates. Obviously, the stewards will be searching as well. It's just not the place to come and experiment and take drugs. You know, it's you know, you'll not get in with them. You know, you could get arrested if you try. And we want people to have a safe and enjoyable time.
The cost of living has increased somewhat in recent years, and it continues to do so. You also have the Brexit effect. We've had problems getting supplies into the UK at times. Has that been an issue? It's
been an issue for the whole industry, not just the live music industry, the whole events industry as well. Whether you're putting on a wedding, you know, a trade show, a conference, or a music festival, and that the rise between 2019 and 2023 was globally about 45% on on average across costs, be that staffing, be it steel, be it staging, or whatever. Hopefully we've arrested that the big increase in the last 12 to 18 months, but and obviously you can't just pass on those increases to the fans, because your ticket prices will be treble what they were. You can't do, or at least double what they were, so we can't do that. Obviously prices haven't stayed the same, albeit as I said earlier, our beer price we managed to keep the same for 3 years. Despite duty increases and the cost of supply and delivery increases. So we're aware, money's tight for everybody, but for our audience, money's probably always tight anyway. Relatively young audience, so they're not the most affluent of people. So even when money isn't as tight, across the country, people are still, we still have to be price sensitive. As well.
And a message to the fans who are coming along at the weekend?
I think come prepared to have a fantastic weekend. Hopefully the weekend of the year for them all, whether they're coming for just a day or all 3 days. Come expect to see a bit of sunshine, expect some wonderful live music and a great atmosphere with one of the greatest audiences around, and come with a good attitude, look after yourself, look after your mates, and you'll have a great weekend.